How are you guys doing? Today is Tuesday, August 3rd, 2021. I'm James Sims, and for this episode of The Elite, I'm going to do an elite individual profile for Zach Gallen. The elite starting pitcher for the Arizona Diamondbacks turns 26 today, and my intent with this episode is to give a little bit of context, to give some understanding as to why this player, who's only been in the league for what is now 3 seasons, is showing that even in a season which might be one of his down years, that he is one of the best pitchers that the league has to offer. And the way that he's growing, he very well may grow into one of the league's best pitchers. So if you're unfamiliar with him, he's originally from Somerdale, New Jersey. And I guess he has a lot more, I guess the way I would really kind of describe his pitching style, it's more command than just like sheer firepower. He knows what he's doing. He definitely knows how to place his pitches. And I think he at this current moment, some of the MLB might know how to hit off of him. But I think once he figures that out and returns to the form that he was at when he came into the league, I think he will be a problem for the rest of the league to face. He's originally from, like I said, Somerdale, New Jersey. He would originally get drafted by the St. Louis Cardinals after playing collegiate baseball at the University of North Carolina. He would get called up by the Miami Marlins. That was the team that he'd eventually get called up on. In 2019, he would end up starting all 7 of the games that he played for the Marlins before getting moved to the Diamondbacks. For the entirety of the 2019 season, his rookie season, he would start 15 games, finishing with a 2.81 ERA over 80 innings pitched. In those 80 innings pitched, he allowed 62 hits and he struck out 96 batters. He finished it on an Arizona Diamondbacks team that would eventually finish with the second best record in the National League West. Considering he was able to finish so high and finish so well, he had a 2.89 ERA when he switched over to the Arizona Diamondbacks after being placed in the National League West, after he was traded straight up for Jazz Chisholm, who's currently the second baseman for the Marlins. And then, I know, ever since, he'd really kind of established himself as one of the better young players. And that would continue up until his last full season in his age 24 season in 2020, a season which was affected by COVID in the sense where it shortened a 162-game season to a 60-game season. In that season, he would start 12 games for an Arizona Diamondbacks team that finished at the bottom of the National League West. In those 12 games, he would go on to pitch 72 innings. He would finish with a 2.75 ERA along with a 3-2 record. His second full season as a starting pitcher where he had a sub-3 ERA, which is virtually unheard of. In those 72 innings pitched, he allowed 55 hits, which is 17 less hits than innings pitched. He also struck out 82 batters, which is 10 more strikeouts than innings pitched. He would finish 9th in the Cy Young voting race in a year where Trevor Bauer took home the trophy, but he did so with the Arizona Diamondbacks having the worst record in their division, showing that he was one of their best players, as he had a legitimate start for almost every single game that he played. And that would lead us into this current season. This current season, he started just as many games as he started last year. He started 12. The Arizona Diamondbacks are currently holding on to the worst record in all of baseball right now, as they've lost 74 of the 107 games that they've played so far this season. He right now is holding on to a 1-7 record, the worst record that he's had, alongside a 4.61 ERA. In the 56 innings that he's pitched, he's allowed only 50 hits and he struck out 69. It really has come down to his team just not having the run support. And at the same time, he's also giving up more bases on the hits that he gives up. I think this season is kind of a down season for him, and considering how he started in this league, I think he's definitely capable of pitching a lot better than he is right now. But considering his birthday is today, this is the snapshot of where he currently stands on this season. I definitely do not think that this season is a tell for what the years are to come. I think that this is an outlier, considering that this is a very short career that he's had. He hasn't been named an all-star, but I truly think that in the games that he's played, he has shown that he is an elite young player that many people are keeping their eyes on, and he is a player that I believe is primed to blow up in the next few years. With that said, I want to thank Pro Baseball Reference. I want to thank the MLB website for, of course, giving me what I need, the facts and figures to complete this episode. I, of course, want to wish Zach Gallen a happy 26th birthday. If you ever get a chance to watch him, he's wearing number 23 for the Arizona Diamondbacks. And I want to thank everyone for listening to all 5.5 minutes of this piece. I hope all is well. And hopefully by this time next year, I'll have more to talk about when it comes to Zach Gallen. So until then, thanks for listening to my piece. I hope all is well. And once again, today is Tuesday, August 3rd, 2021. Hopefully by this time next year, I'll have more to say. And between now and tomorrow, I'm going to wait. I will allow all the exhibitions and matches for today to happen, for another episode to happen tomorrow. And until Zach Gallen's next episode, really watch him when you get the chance. Thanks for listening to my piece. I hope all is well, and I'll catch you next year with another episode on Zach Gallen if we make it there. Peace out.